What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over how to work a MirroDine. Alright guys, so if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. It helps me out a lot and it helps out this channel. Go ahead and give this video a like and a comment, and let's get to it. So, what is a MirroDine? A MirroDine is a suspending twitch bait that is a mimic to a lot of the bait fish that are in the bays and the Gulf and everything. They are supposed to be mimicking, I believe, a shad. That's why they have that little dot right there. And they come in these different styles. Like, this is your most basic style. It is going to look a lot like this. They can come with different colors that have the tops and bottoms painted, but most of them are going to be this reflective hologram in the middle. Then you have these ones called tiny trouts, which will be 27 TT, which is a 27 MR tiny trout. And what those look like is they look like this, and they have all the glitter and the hologram on the middle, like I said, but at the top they have these little dots that are supposed to be mimicking the speckled trout dots that they have along their back. And then you also have a really cool type of MirroDine that is called the heavy dine, and I have been using this a lot lately because where I fish has been really rough, and so most of the regular MirroDines are going to be sitting at the top, and those rough waves are going to keep them at the top, whereas the heavy dine will actually sink and allow me to work it in the water column that I want to work it in. Then also you have the MirroDine XL, which is just a larger form of the regular MirroDine. So your target species with these MirroDines are going to be trout, and the reason for that is they give a really erratic action when you twitch them through the water. That really usually reacts in a reaction strike. Also, it just mimics, like I said, a lot of the little bait fish you'll see in the water. And it is mainly for trout for me, but a lot of people catch redfish with them, flounder, but like I said, mainly trout. And the places that you're going to want to use them is really anywhere, but what I found most effective is along rock lines, like along the shore if you have like a jetty, or along oyster, but be careful because it will get hung up in the oyster if you let it sink too much. So if you're working it over oyster, you need to work it a little faster, and you don't want to use a heavy dine across it because it'll suspend, it'll actually sink faster, so it'll get caught up a lot more. So I would use a regular MirroDine over oyster, just because it's easier to work over it and it won't sink to the bottom like the heavy dine or the XL. So when do you use a MirroDine? I usually switch to a MirroDine after working a topwater if my topwater isn't working anymore, or if your topwater isn't working in the morning at all, go ahead and switch over to MirroDine, because a lot of times what will happen is those trout don't want to commit to hitting the actual top, or if you're getting splashes around your topwater, go ahead and switch to a MirroDine. Because for whatever reason, I don't know why, someone else that knows, they can fill me in the comment section, but they like to actually just stay under the water some mornings. So a MirroDine will allow you to be right under the water, or work it however you want in the water column, to allow your reaction strikes and your bite to become a higher percentage. But like I said, I usually work it after topwater, or I use it for a topwater if the topwater bite isn't working. Now let's get to how do you use a MirroDine. So they're pretty easy baits to actually use, even for beginners. All you gotta do is just throw it out, let it sink about 3 seconds, because it'll sink approximately half a foot or a foot per second. So 1/1000, 2/1000, you're gonna be 2 feet deep in the water. I usually let it sink to 3 seconds, and then I start doing an erratic twitch. But if you're not comfortable with doing that, you can just do the twitch, 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 let it pause for a second, twitch, 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 let it pause for a second. But like I said, what I do is I throw it out, let it sink for 3 seconds, and then I start reeling in kind of like a topwater, but it'll work the same all the way through the water column that I have in. So here's some actual footage of me using a MirroDine. So as you can see, I'm working this bait really erratic throughout the water column, and then all of a sudden, bam, I get a bite from a trout. So this is the method that I use, and it's been the most effective for me. So y'all can try it out, see if it works for y'all, or you can continue to use the twitch, twitch, pause, twitch, twitch, pause. But like I said, this has been the most effective method for me. So lastly, I'm going to go over when to choose which MirroDine. So like I said, this is the most, hold on, a little crazy. This is the most basic MirroDine there is. Like I said, there'll be different colors along top and bottom, but this is the MirroDine I'll be using if the water isn't super rough, because like I said, rough water can actually bring that MirroDine higher in the water column as to where you don't want to really use it, or not where you're planning to use it. When that happens, when it's rougher, like I said, I will actually use this heavy Dine, because it'll keep the bait lower in the water column, and it will sink faster and stay at the where you want it to a lot easier. And then if you get into a school of lots of tiny trout that are you know, eating regular MirroDines, and you want to start catching bigger fish, then you can go ahead and switch over to the XL, and that'll help out your size ratio, because those tinier trout won't want to eat such big bait, but some of them will, because they're such aggressive predators. But bigger fish tend to eat bigger bait. Alright, thank y'all for watching my video. If this helped y'all out at all, go ahead and comment down below and let me know. If I didn't go over something and you need questions on it, or you have questions on it, I'll answer them in the comments below. Until next time, peace.